Good morning, students. Today I will teach you about rational number. As I already explained this chapter, let's recapitulate this chapter. So any number that is expressed in the form of P upon Q is known as rational number. But one condition is applied that Q should not be equal to 0. For example, 5 upon 0. Okay, so this 5 is P and this 0 is Q. So 5 upon 0 means not defined. Yes or no? So we can't solve this. So this is not a rational number. That's why Q should not be equal to 0. And here P means numerator and Q means denominator. Just see, some rational numbers are 5 upon 7, minus 7 upon 11, 8 upon minus 13, minus 12 upon minus 17. It's your choice. It can be, the numerator can be positive or the denominator can be positive or negative, or both the numerator as well as the denominator can be positive and negative. Only one condition is applied that Q should not be equal to 0, but P can be equal to 0. Only Q should not be equal to 0. Here all the fractions are rational number. All the natural numbers are rational number. 0 is also a rational number. All whole numbers are rational number. All integers are rational number. Only one condition is applied that it should be in the form of P upon Q. For example, 3 is given. Just see here. So yes, this is also a rational number. Why? Because if I put 1 in the denominator, then what it becomes? 3 upon 1. So it comes in the form of P upon Q. So this is also a rational number. Now I will explain certain properties by doing some sums. First question, add each of the following pairs of rational number. So in this first question, some rational numbers are given. Now you have to add rational number. So the first question is minus 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. So you have to add both the rational number. So minus 1 by 3, middle, which sign will be there? Plus sign. Why? Because you have to add. Now 3, as both the denominators are same, the LCM of this both number will be 3. So minus 1 plus 2. So you will subtract minus 1 from 2 and you will get 1. So what will be the required answer? 1 by 3. Next, minus 8 by 9 and minus 19 by 9. So as you have to add both the rational number, so minus 8 by 9 plus middle, which sign will be there? Plus sign will be there. Why? Because you have to add. What you have to add? Minus 19 by 9. So again minus 8 by 9 plus minus 19 by 9. As both the denominators are equal, so the LCM will be 9. Then minus 8 and minus 19. Now as both the signs are negative, so you will add both the numbers and you will get minus 27 upon 9. Then how many times 27 comes in the table of 9? 3 times. So 9 3s are 27. As this is negative, so the sign will also be negative, minus 3. Because when you will add both the negative integers, what you will get? Negative sign only. Now next question, 3 upon minus 8 and minus 5 by 12. In the previous question, what was there? The denominator was same. In this question, the denominator is different. When the denominator is different, how you can add rational numbers? So minus 3 by 8, between which sign will be there? Positive sign is there because you have to add. what you have to add? Minus 5 by 12. So minus 3 by 8 plus minus 5 by 12. So the denominator are 8 and 12. What will be the LCM of 8 and 12? 24. As you know very well how to take the LCM. So 24 is the LCM. Now in the table of 8, how many times 24 comes? 3 times. So minus 3 will be multiplied by 3. Okay. Then in the table of 12, how many times 24 arrives? 2 times. So minus 5 will be multiplied by 2. So 3 3s are 9, minus 9. Then 5 multiplied to 10. As both the signs are negative, what you will do? You will add minus 9 and minus 10, you will get minus 19. And the denominator is 24. So the required answer is minus 19 upon 24. Now minus 7 by 8 and 0. First of all, just kept one thing in mind. Whenever you are adding any number with 0, you will get that required number only. So here minus 7 by 8 plus 0. So as nothing is given in denominator, so what you will put? 1. Now the LCM of 8 and 1 will be 8. So in 8 table, how many times 8 arrives? 1 time. So minus 7 multiply 1. And 1 table, how many times 8 comes? 8 times. So 0 multiply 8. So minus 7. If you will multiply 0 by 8, you will get 0. If you will add any number by 0, what you will get? The required number. Minus 7 upon 8. So this is the required answer. Now the next question is, verify the commutative law of addition. When this commutative law of addition is applied, it is applied when you have to add two integers or two rational numbers. When you have to add, at that time you have to apply this property. And what is this property? In this property, A upon B plus C upon D, this is LHS. C upon D plus A upon B, this is RHS. That means LHS should be equal to RHS. So the question is minus 1 by 3 and minus 2 by 5. How you will solve this? As minus 1 by 3 is A upon B and minus 2 by 5 is C upon D. So first we will solve LHS. Minus 1 by 3 plus what you have to add? Minus 2 by 5. So minus 1 by 3 plus minus 2 by 5. As both the denominators are different, so the LCM of 3 and 5 will be 15. Now in 3 table, how many times 15 appears? 5 times. So minus 1 will be multiplied by 5. Now in 5 table, how many times 15 appears? 3 times. So minus 2 will be multiplied by 3. Now minus 1 multiply 5, you will get minus 5. Then minus 2 multiply 3, you will get minus 6. Now as both are negative, so you will add minus 5 and minus 6, you will get minus 11. As the denominator is 15, here also the denominator will be 15. So the answer is minus 11 by 15. Now let's solve the RHS. RHS means C upon D plus A upon B. So C upon D is minus 2 by 5 plus A upon B is minus 1 by 3. So minus 2 by 5 plus minus 1 by 3. Again the denominator is different. So the LCM of 5 and 3 will be 15. Now in 5 table, how many times 15 appears? 3 times. So this 2 will be multiplied by 3. You will get minus 6. Then in 3 table, how many times 15 appears? 5 times. So you will multiply 1 by 5. You will get minus 5. So as both the signs are negative, so you will add and you will get minus 11 by 15. Just see, LHS is equals to minus 11 by 15 and RHS equals to minus 11 by 15. As they both are equal, so hence proved the commutative law of addition. Understood? What is the commutative law of addition? When two rational numbers are given and you have to prove that A upon B plus C upon D should be equal to C upon D plus A upon B. The first number is A upon B and the second number is C upon T. Now next, find the additive inverse of the following. What is additive inverse? Additive inverse means only the sign will change. If in the quotient positive sign is there, it will change into negative. If in the quotient negative sign is there, it will change into positive. If 0 is there, then 0 is neither negative nor positive. 0 will remain 0 only. So what will be the additive inverse of 0? 0 only. What will be the additive inverse of minus 3 by 4? As the sign will change, so minus 3 by 4 will turn into positive. So additive inverse of minus 3 by 4 will be 3 by 4. Now just see this, minus 7 upon minus 15. So how you can solve this? The minus and minus both will cut. And what is the required number you will get? 7 by 15. Now what will be the additive inverse of 7 by 15? Minus 7 by 15, because positive is there and positive will change into negative. Now next, 17 by 8. What will be the additive inverse of 17 by 8? Minus 17 upon 8. Okay. Additive inverse means just the sign will change. Next, use the appropriate properties of addition and find the value of each of the following. Now, with the help of properties, you have to solve this question. Just see the question. 5 by 7 plus minus 7 by 3 plus minus 3 by 7 plus 11 by 3. First, just solve 5 by 7 plus minus 7 by 3. Then plus minus 3 by 7, then plus 11 by 7. Now, which property will be applied here? Distributive property. Distributive property means just see the denominator. Here just see 7, 7. Both the denominators are same. So, we will bring both the number in one corner. 5 by 7 minus 3 by 7. Then plus. Just see 3, 3. Both the denominators are same. So 11 by 3 minus 7 by 3. As I told before that the sign, which sign will be there? The sign before the number is the sign of that number. For example, just see 5 by 7. This is positive sign. Minus 7 by 3. Just before the number which sign is there? Negative sign is there. That's why here negative sign is there. Minus 3 by 7 which sign is there? Negative. That's why negative sign is there. 11 by 3 which sign is there? Positive. That's why positive sign is there. Now 7, 7 both the denominators are same. So 7 will be the LCM. 5 minus 3 you will get 2 by 7. 3, 3 both the denominators are same. So 3 will be the LCM. 11 minus 7 you will get 4 by 3. The main motive of distributive property is that you have to bring both the rational numbers together whose denominator are same. Now 7 and 3. LCM of 7 and 3 will be 21. So in 7 table how many times 21 appears? 3 times. So 2 will be multiplied by 3. Now in 3 table how many times 21 appears? 7 times. 4 will be multiplied by 7. So 2 3 ja 6, 4 7 ja 28. Now you will add both the numbers. 28 plus 6 you will get 34 upon 21 will be the required answer. Now the next property is associative law of addition. What is the associative law of addition? When you have to add 3 rational number, at that time you will apply this property. And here this LHS should be equal to RHS. So as in this A upon B, C upon D, E upon F. So first you will put C upon D and E upon F in bracket and you will kept a upon b aside, and then you will put a upon b and c upon d in bracket, and you will put e upon of f aside. That means first this last two numbers will be there in bracket, then in RHS this first two numbers will be there in bracket. So let's solve now. So 3 by 7 plus 2 by 21 plus what is e upon f? Minus 5 by 14. So first you will solve bracket. So 2 upon 21 plus minus 5 by 14. So LCM of 21 and 14 will be 42. And how many times 21 appears in 42 table? 2 times. So 2 multiplied 2, 4. Same, 14 3s are 42. 5 multiplied 3, 15. So you will subtract 4 from 15 and you will get 11. How much you will get? Minus 11. Why? Because minus 15 is greater. Then minus 3 by 7 plus minus 11 upon 42. Now the LCM of 7 and 42 will be 42. So in 7 table how many times 42 comes? 6 times. So minus 3 will be multiplied by 6. You will get minus 18. And in 42 table how many times 40 comes? Only a single time. So 11 will be multiplied 1. You will get minus 11. Now you will add both the numbers minus 18 and minus 11 and you will get minus 29 by 42. Similarly, you will solve the RHS. In RHS what? A upon B plus C upon D. You will add first and then you will add E upon F. So A upon B is minus 3 by 7 and C upon D is 2 upon 21. And E upon F is minus 5 by 14. So 21 is the LCM. Now in the table of 7 how many times 21 comes? 3 times. So 3 3s are 9. Similarly 21 1s are 21. To 2 multiply 1 2. So minus 9 plus 2 you will get minus 7. Similarly plus minus 5 by 14. Now you will add both these. So the LCM of 21 and 14 will be 42. So 21 3 2s are 42. So minus 7 multiplied 2 minus 14. Then 14 3s are 42. So minus 5 multiplied 3 minus 15. You will add minus 14 and minus 15. You will get minus 29 upon 42. Now just see, both LHS and RHS are equal. So it is proved. Just kept one thing in mind, that when we have solved this commutative law means what? When you have to add two integers and A upon B plus C upon D should be equal to C upon D plus A upon B. Then what is additive inverse? The opposite sign. If the sign is positive, then it will change into negative, and if the sign is negative, it will change into positive. Then what is associative law of addition? Let's recapitulate. When you have to add three integers, so this LHS should be equal to RHS. Thank you.